Hey guys, Deanna Geckler again, talking to you today more about the VIPKid life. How I scheduled my time, how I managed my other responsibilities, how I got bookings. How did that all start for me? I am so excited to talk to you more about VIPKid. It's one of my passions. It's something that I really love to do. And so let's get right into it. So let me first talk about my personal schedule. And again, everybody's schedule is different. Everybody's what works for everybody is unique. And that's what I like about VIPKid, is because each person can create their own schedule, what works for them. When I really got into VIPKid after the first couple of months, and I said, oh, this is something I can do, I opened my slots for about 5 classes before I went to school each morning. I taught at a Christian school, and I would get to work at 7:30 and teach until 5. And so my classes in the morning, I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, got ready for the entire day, started teaching at 4:30, and taught from 4:30 to 7. And you may feel like, wow, that's a crazy amount of classes, or that's a really booked schedule. I know, I'm a nut job. I love the hustle and bustle. I loved the stress. I loved doing that. And so that worked for me. Now I don't do that. Now VIPKid is my full-time job. So I have more classes in a different schedule than I did when I first began. But again, like I said, I want to reiterate that it is different for everybody, and that is the beauty of VIPKid. You can open as many slots as you need to, or as few as you need to. When I would travel back and forth visiting friends or my boyfriend, I could take the schedule down, I could ramp it up. It just depended on what worked best for me. I almost forgot to say, I also worked Saturday night and Friday night for a couple of hours in the evening almost every weekend. And I really enjoyed that high intensity, full schedule life. It really worked well for me. And if you're somebody out there and you're going, I can't commit that much time, that's okay. Your schedule is completely your own. Like I said, what works for me may not work for you. And I know some teachers who teach just an hour every day for 4 days a week, or just one class every day for 5 days a week, or they only work on the weekends or the weekend nights. So, like I said, everybody's different, and that's completely okay. Whatever suits you is, again, what suits you. And that is what I love about VIPKid, is that they allow you to work it around your schedule, and which is so beautiful. Next, we're going to be talking about how I got my first booking and what that class was like. So my very first booking, I remember opening up the portal every day and checking my bookings, and they just weren't coming in. They weren't showing up there, and I just kept thinking, oh my goodness, am I going to get the class today? And the first thing I would do is I woke up when I was a first new teacher, I'd go open up my computer and type in my password, and there it was one day of my very first booking, and I was like, I just stared at it like, it's alive. I'm actually a teacher on VIPKid. I'm having this class. And it was for the next day. I was so excited, but then I became so nervous, just almost fearful of this class, because it was just so new. And all these questions I began to have. Will I be able to do it? Will I know what to do? Just a lot of different questions that we can cover in another episode. But I just was really nervous, so I got onto YouTube and I looked up some more videos, and I read some more information, and I looked at my training classes again, and I was just so nervous. And I opened up my portal the next morning and got into my classroom, and I was sick to my stomach even. I mean, I was so nervous about this classroom. And there was my first student, and just staring at me, so cute, he's a little boy, and it was like, wow, I'm teaching a child in China, just like that realization was so like euphoric for me, I was so excited about it. And I made it through that first class, and none the worse for wear. And I look back on that first class. They have VIPKid has a teacher's moments, like a spotlight. So it shows you kind of your classes for the last 2 weeks or so, and just like clips from those classes. And I look back on those very first clips, and I said some really funny things, and I wasn't into it as well as I could have been, and I didn't know what I do now, and all of that comes with experience and with time. And I would say, if you're just starting out, don't be scared, don't be nervous. This is a great opportunity for you. You're going to love it. The teachers are there for you. There's a lot of great support on VIPKid. We love to support each other. That is really the culture that VIPKid has put together. Is very supportive. VIPKid itself is very supportive. If you have questions, they always answer immediately your question. And so if you're one of those that you're just starting and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I don't have bookings yet, or I'm waiting for my booking to come, or maybe you just got your first booking and you're thinking, oh my, what am I gonna do? Take a deep breath. You've got this. Everything you need is on the portal, and we'll talk more about that in a different episode. But next we're going to talk about how to get your bookings from 0 to booked, and what that means and what that would look like for each of us. So when you just start out, you're a brand new teacher on the platform, you're not really known. They give you tags, so when you take your classes, when your mock classes and so on, they give you tags. So maybe you were really patient, or you were really exciting, and your hands are moving, and you've got a great personality, and you're great fun classroom environment. All of those are tags. So they put a tag next to your name, and as parents are looking for, oh, well, my student needs a more patient teacher, or my student needs a more exciting teacher, or whatever that case may be, they search by tags, and your name will come up under the tags. And as those parents start to search you, you become a little bit more well-known on Facebook. Think of it almost like a social media. As you become the more friends you have, the more friends you get. And so they really do help you start and get you started. But it may take just a few days to see your bookings come in. What I would suggest, and what I was told as a new teacher, is to open as many available slots as I can in the time period that I can. So originally I only wanted to teach from 6 to 7 in the morning. It was very I wasn't really that committed to teaching a huge slot at the time, and so I opened up 5 to 7, and I opened up more times on the weekends. And as I started getting those bookings, then I started to shrink down my schedule to what I wanted, a more custom fit for myself. As I got the bookings, as I was getting the 5 Apple ratings, as I was getting the positive feedback, I was able to kind of shrink it and make that what I wanted it to be to fit into my schedule. So all in all, it is a great opportunity for you to work. If you're looking for something that has a lot of hours, you can certainly do that. You can certainly book, as many hours as you want to. There is no limit to what you can earn, how much you can work. And if you are saying, oh, I just want a little bit of income, like I need another $100 a month or something like that, I'm fixing to go on a summer trip and I'm going to save up some money, that kind of thing, great. You can make your schedule according to that as well. I love VIPKid. I love working for VIPKid. It is one of the greatest honors of my life. Teaching these children, I have students that are regular students that have been with me from the time I was a single teacher. They have been with me. I dated, I got married, I've moved, and these students have been with me. Some of these parents have, asked me about my wedding. I showed them wedding pictures. All of these experiences that you just don't get anywhere else. It's just a rich experience. I urge you to try it. I urge you to to apply at VIPKid. If you're interested in applying, message me on Facebook or Instagram under D. Geckler, or email me. I'd be happy to email you some more information. Just because you email does not mean that you're committed. You just get some more information. I'd be happy to give that to you. If you're a new teacher with VIPKid and you're, how do I get more bookings? What is this like? How do I increase this? How do I schedule this out? I encourage you to do what's best for you and your family and get counsel, but don't be afraid to open up a few more slots if you are not getting the bookings that you're looking for. It may be that at the time of year that the bookings are not they're not needed where you're open at, so you need to kind of open that up, fill around for where the bookings are at, and then you can kind of curtail that better to what is custom fit for you. Thanks again so much for watching, guys. I am so excited to be doing this YouTube thing. Hopefully I did a little better than last time, and we're gonna keep pushing forward to make fresh content every Wednesday. Like the page, subscribe, share it with a friend. Comment below if there is something that you would like to know, something that you would like to hear, or something that you think I could do better. Talk to you later.